everyone, hope you guys are doing really well. So today I wanted to share with you how to build a pond in House Flipper 2. So one of you actually noticed in the back garden of my eco house that I built a little pond. That made me so happy that you noticed the little things like that, so thank you so much. I did explain in the reply to that comment how I built the pond, but I thought I would make a little video like this as well. So yeah, that was the first time I figured out that you could flip the pools upside down. I was trying to create a little pond section with just the little like paddling pool that they had in the game, and then I flipped it upside down and the water becomes separate from the pool. It's kind of weird. I hope it's not a bug, but that's what happened. So that's how I figured out that you can make sort of like bigger pond areas, and they look really, really cute. So yeah, first off, I start off with just mapping out the area on the ground with the grass tool where I would like all the ponds to go. It just makes it flatter and makes it easier for me to see. Unfortunately, this is only available to do on Sandbox mode, as the move tool is not available in story mode. I would love it if they put the move tool in story mode, but at the moment it's not in there. So just grab the pools, put them where you want them. You can use the little paddling pools or the bigger pools. I like to use the bigger pools because it just gives you the bigger area. So put them down where you want them, flip them upside down, and then just move them into position. I like to try and make it look as if it's just one seamless body of water. So I try to make them line up with each other so you don't really see this sort of circle of water. It just kind of flows into one giant piece. Then what I do is go in with the sculpting tool and just sort of like trace around the area where the water is sitting. Don't go too deep, because if you go too deep then you do start to see the bottom of the pools, and because there's only like a thin gap between where the water is and then where the actual bottom of the pool starts, if you go too deep then the pool will actually start poking through. But you can get it deep enough where it actually looks like a genuine pond, which I really, really like. So after that, then I get the painting tool and I just paint the sort of inner part of the circle to be like a dirty color to make it look more like a sort of pond section. And then I just go in and sort of rearrange the pools to try and make them as level with each other as possible. So once you've got all of your pools where you would like them to be, then go in with the rocks. Now you can use like the standalone rocks, but I like to use these sort of like really large rock. There's some like cliff faces. I like to use those ones just to sort of outline the outsides of the pond section. But just because it covers a wider area, so I use the big ones, and then I also use the smaller ones, which is like half a cliff rock. They're kind of weird though, because when you look at them from one side they're like completely invisible, but they definitely work for creating the basic shape of how you want the ponds to look. And then once I've got all of those in place, it sort of looks something like this. So once I've done that, then I will go in with the actual sort of like larger rock pieces, and I will sort of build it out a little bit more to make it look a little bit more natural and filled in. I do also sometimes use the exact same sort of cliff face section to double up on the ones that's already there, so it sort of just looks like one giant rock. So I do that, but I do really like to use the other different rocks to create, you know, a sort of rockier area, just to make it look a little bit more realistic and like it's a real pond. So once I've put all of the rocks in, it ends up looking something like this. Then once I've got this sort of thing with all of the rocks and everything, and I'm happy with how that looks, I like to go in with a little bits of bushes and plants and grass and stuff like that, and put those sort of in the water, poking out of the water, or just staying underneath the water, hanging over the rocks, all of that stuff, just to make it feel more realistic, or look more realistic, should I say, and everything like that. I really do also like to use the little succulents that you get, and I place those on the floor, and I bring them up just so the very top of them is just poking above the water, and it acts as if they're like little lily pads, and it looks super cute. But I really like to do that, and then just build around the pond. Obviously this plot doesn't have a house on it or anything. I just wanted to share with you how I built a pond, so I put in like a couple of trees and stuff like that to make it look a little bit more realistic and everything. But yeah, that is how I build a pond. I just want to say thank you so much for noticing and asking about the pond. I thought I would make a little video to share with you how I did it, just on a bigger scale. I have a build coming up where I've used this same method to create a large pond section. It's all ready and it's all ready to go, and I'm super excited about sharing it with you guys, so stay tuned for that because it's a build that I am super happy about. So I only hope that you guys like it as well. But yeah, this is how I built the pond. Thank you again for noticing the little things like that. It makes me so happy when you guys notice little details like that, and it really wasn't the biggest thing, so for you to pick up on it, thank you so much. But yeah, this is how I build it. One thing that I do think is kind of funny is there seems to be a limit to how many pools you can actually put down, and then you get so far, and then the next pool that you start to put down, they start to not have water in them, which is kind of weird. Even the little sort of paddling pools end up not having water in them. So the build that I finished the other week, which you guys will see soon, I ran into that problem. I wanted this huge sort of like lake pond, and the pools just stopped having water in them, which was super weird. I don't know if it's a bug, I don't know if it's something that they've done intentionally, but yeah, there seems to be a limit to how many pools you can have out, which means there's sort of a limit to how big you can create a pond. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Once again, thank you so much for noticing, and thank you so much for asking. I hope this has helped explain it a little bit better. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Hit the like button, leave comments, don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. If you're new here, then I do a lot of speed build and design videos without commentary. It's very rare that I do commentary on this channel, but I thought I would for this one. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye.